Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be doing some sewing, a little sewing video, because basically I have a festival coming up at the end of the month. It's called Primavera Sound and I'm going to Barcelona for it, which I'm so excited about. It's going to be such a good lineup. It's like Lana Del Rey, Troye Sivan, Mitski, there's other people but I can't remember. Anyway, it's really exciting and I'm so excited about it, and we're going for 2 days. So I have 2 outfits that I'm gonna need. Being a little sewer myself, the only real thing I can do is make my outfits. So that's what I'm gonna do. There's so much construction happening around my apartment right now. It's so annoying. Anyway, can you hear that? Shut up. So rude. Ugh. So yeah, I thought I would take you along the journey of making my outfits, because I do this a lot. Like every event or festival that I have, I always make my outfits. And you know, it's a fun process, so I feel like documenting it would be pretty fun. So I hope you enjoy the process of my brain, how it all works, how I'm gonna make these outfits, and hopefully they turn out well. Let's go. I'm gonna explain to you my ideas first. So for the first outfit, I want a little denim dress, a little mini dress. I'll put up some inspo photos here. But I'm thinking a little mini dress, gonna be with like a collar, like a little wrap dress with some little ties on the side, and then I'm gonna wear it with some boots. And then for look number 2, I'm thinking a knitwear situation, because I just got my new Centro knitting machine, so I can finally do some cool knitwear pieces again, which I'm so excited about. I've missed doing that. I think I'm gonna do a little micro short and top set, I'm thinking. I'll put some inspo photos up again so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on in my brain. I don't know if it's going to turn out exactly like the photos, or I don't know, things evolve a lot during the making of things, so we'll see how we go, but those are my ideas. So yeah, let's get started. So basically I have 3 pieces of denim cut out. I've got the back piece of the dress, front fold over piece. This is the other piece of the front that'll go underneath, like that. If you can kind of see the vision, I don't know if it's really that clear just yet, but these are the pieces that I have, and this is kind of the only pieces that I'm gonna need, except for it's gonna have a collar as well, so I'm gonna do that. First things first, sewing the shoulder seams together. So it's kind of then one piece like that.
A manufacturer, and these fast food, the top one and the bottom one, these are big.
So I've sewn these shoulder seams together and also just overlocked all the edges so there's no fraying or anything. Also because all these overlocked edges I'm gonna hem. You can kind of get a bit of an idea. I mean, this is a very rough idea. And then next thing I'm gonna do is figure out how to add a collar onto this, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a pattern for a collar and I don't have a printer, so I can't print a pattern. So I need to learn how to draft a pattern for a collar and then make the collar itself. Just ironed and folded over the edges, and then now that is ready to be hemmed. Okay, so I've just been sitting here watching YouTube videos trying to figure out how to do a collar. And basically I just got one of my shirts that has a collar and used that to kind of make a rough pattern. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see anyway. So I just kind of made a little quick pattern. I mean, the shapes aren't too complicated. Like I feel like it's kind of hard to fuck up, so I'm sure it's fine. I've got a collar stand and then the actual collar part. So now I'm just gonna cut these out of the denim and then try to attach it to the dress. Okay, so I'm just tracing out the pattern with a little bit of seam allowance, because I feel like I did not add seam allowance to this. So I'm just gonna do that just to be sure. Okay, so I've just cut out all the collar pieces. I've got 2 of the actual collar and then 2 of the collar stands. So now let's figure out how to actually get this on the dress. I'm gonna watch another YouTube video because I've done collars before, but not in a long time, so I forget how to do it, and I need a refresher, so let's try. Okay, so I've pinned these ones right sides together and I'm gonna sew along the outside like that, and I've also just ironed this little hem up for when I attach that to that. So that's all sorted, so now let's get to sewing. I've been listening to Kendrick and Drake's rap, like diss tracks to each other while sewing. It's so fun, it's so motivating. You can really just like, you know, get into it. Okay, I honestly cut these pieces out so roughly, so hopefully this actually works. But you know, I'm not striving for perfection here. I just want, you know, if it works, it works, and I'm happy. I don't care if it's perfect, it will do. I don't know if this shot's too good. You probably can't see me because the window's behind me, but like, it's such a nice sunny day today, and that's kind of really exciting because we haven't had much of those in Paris lately, but it's finally, summer is approaching. So I might go for a little park break in a second, soak up some sun because I feel like I'm missing out. Wish I could bring my sewing machine to the park and just sew in the sun. That'd be awesome. She's done. Scissors, please. Oh, I should trim the corners so that there's no bulkiness. She's ready to be flipped inside out, and then I can just iron that flat. Something smells so good out there. I'm like surrounded by restaurants where I live, so it's like constantly just amazing smells. And there's a bakery right next door as well. Like, oh, so many good smells happening right now. I love it. And yes, that is the Notre Dame right there. Pretty cool view, I would say, from my own home. Not mad about that. Collar stand is attached to the collar, so let's sew along this edge now. Okay, it's starting to actually look like a collar now. We've got this so far. Now it's time to attach this to the actual dress, which is really easy. I just sew along there, along the neckline, and then top stitch it, and then I'm good to go. So let's do that. So the collar is attached. So now I'm gonna sew these sides together, the side seams, and also finish off these little middle parts. And the collar fits a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna play around with it to find a design where it works. You know, this is what happens when I make things. Like, things go wrong, but instead of just fixing it, I just adjust the design until it works. And honestly, I prefer that method because you get more creative with it as well. It changes it up. I feel like I let the universe guide me, and this is where the universe is guiding me into this whatever design it's going to turn out to be. So yeah, let's see. Anyway, I've just readjusted the collar and everything a little bit just to make it fit a bit tighter because it was really like gapey at the back. So now it's quite more fitted, and the collar is very like asymmetrical, which like I'm gonna say is on purpose because, you know, it's like abstract. I feel like a lot of the times when things don't go to plan, it's fine because it's like, then it's kind of asymmetrical, but that's cool. It's like abstract, it's different. So yeah, it was totally on purpose. No, I actually really like it like that, I'm not gonna lie. I've just got this to hold it together for the moment, but I did go shopping and get this chain, and I'm thinking of using this, so for like because I want it to be able to be like held together here. So I got this, and I'm gonna attach it here and then put a little clip on there, so there's gonna be two, like, it's kind of like a necklace sort of thing, like pulling together, two of those on the side there, and then maybe even like as if this is like a necklace, I'll do it there as well, or I'll leave it with the safety pin. I don't know yet, still deciding, just playing around. And yeah, this is not going to be a dress anymore, it's more of a top, so I'm going to wear these with little black shorts underneath. I'm going to hem it obviously, and then I also need to add some darts in the back because there's a little bit of gapiness here, so just add some little darts to make it nice and fitted, and then yeah. So now we're getting to the hardware section of this making of the dress. So basically I have these little eyelets. I'm gonna put those here and here so that I can attach the little, where is it? This little hook thing in the eyelet, and then that's what I'm gonna use to like clip onto the thing. I've actually never used this kind of eyelet tool before. I think you just have to use this, and I got a hammer today so I can hammer it because she said I'm gonna need a hammer, because usually like in Australia I have a full-on like machine that does these eyelets, and it's super easy and very, very good, but I don't have that here, so we're gonna have to get a little bit creative with it, but I think it should work. Okay, I just did the first one. It kind of failed. Hello, by the way. It's a little bit shit, but you know, it does the job. As you can see, here it is. I kind of fucked up the back, so you can kind of see it. Like, it's not very neat, but you know, I'm not really going for neatness. I'm just going for a dress that works and looks cool, so that's all that matters. Let's do that second one now. Just cut your little hole, snip a little hole, and then you're gonna get the front piece and just squeeze it through the hole. So now, as you can see, it's in the little hole there. And then if you flip it around, you'll see it comes through, and then you can get the back piece, which is like a little flat piece like this one. And then I'm just gonna get this little tool, hammer, and just hammer that down. Oh my god, the neighbors below are gonna hate me for this. Okay. You know, I feel like this tool is kind of shit. I feel like it's better to just... Okay, there we go. It's messy, but whatever. with my pliers, we're gonna open up this like that. This goes on, this goes through. Just like that. There we go. And then we have some little hooks. This. And I think I'm just gonna sew this on with some thread coming out the corner there. Now I'm just gonna attach them to these sides here. Okay, I just fixed up a few little pieces, like I added the darts in the back, so now that fits so much nicer, nice and snug. And then I attached this part to the neck, and I don't have a clip for this, but I could honestly just use a safety pin, like you can't even tell, and it's easier low-key. And what else did I do? Oh, and I hemmed the bottom, so it's all nice and neat. So I feel like I'm actually oh, and I added a button. I forgot about that. Added this little silver button. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of done. And deciding on like how I want to have these strings, I'm like, maybe I can just leave it and decide on the day, or like whenever I wear it, how I want to do it, because I can just put this on a safety pin and like do whatever I want with it. If I want it around the back, I can just pin it like that. If I want it on the front, I can pin it there, I can pin it, you know, I can like, I want to leave my options open. So I think I'm just going to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to do my knitwear set that I want to do. Basically, I have this bad boy, my Centro knitting machine, which I'm going to be making this outfit with. It's so good. You can make so much fun stuff with this. Like, it's so much fun and it's so easy. So love that. This is the kind of yarn I have. This is the color. It's just like a grayish, brownish color. And I'm going to do a matching top and micro short little situation. I have actually already started this. I've got the 2 front panels. Basically, this outfit's actually super easy to do. I've already made 3 panels. I kind of forgot to film, I'm so sorry, but it's fine. Like, they're all the same and I still have 1 panel to go, so I'll show you how I do that. And then you're basically repeating that step 4 times. I'll show you what I have so far. This is gonna be the top. I have just 2 panels. I've already pinned them together to kind of see where I'm gonna sew it together for the sides. Like on this side, you can see I've marked where I want it to be connected. So I think I'm gonna sew little strings off each side and tie them up so it's like a little bow. So there's gonna be like bows down this side. That's what I'm thinking. And then for the micro short, I'm not gonna lie, I've never made shorts with the knitting machine before, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I'm gonna do like a mix of knit and crochet. This is the first piece I have for the shorts, and what I'm thinking is just doing another one exactly like this and then sewing them together like next to each other, and then I'm gonna crochet a waistband on top so it's more fitted. So let's see how it turns out. Hopefully this angle is gonna work for you guys. I'm gonna show you how I cast onto my knitting machine. Basically, you get the end of your yarn, you find that white pin, so here she is. Put the yarn next to the white pin with a little bit of excess, and then you're just gonna go around the whole circle and weave back and forth in front and behind all of the pins, like this. And you gotta make sure there's a little flick on the side here. Make sure that's in panel setting. I mean, it doesn't actually really matter. It just makes it a little bit easier because it'll automatically stop you from going too far around. So I've got that in the panel setting. And now when you get back to the white pin, you're just gonna put the yarn in this little tube feedy thing. And then down here, there's a little tension holder. So I put it in the tightest tension. We just keep turning the thing. So now I'm gonna go back the other way, like this. And then once you get to the end, it'll stop automatically, and then you go the other way. And every time I go back the opposite way, I just pull this a little bit because it can get a little bit loose as you're going in the other direction. So just give it a little pull to make sure it's nice and snug, and then you go back around. And then you're gonna just wanna keep going back and forth like this until you get this length. As you can see, we've got some length to it now, and I'm just measuring really roughly against the other piece that I have to make sure it's the same length. So, you know, it's pretty much the same length, so that'll do. And I'll just tell you how long I did it. It's roughly about 35 centimeters long. So now it's time to cast off. So we're gonna take the yarn out of all of this stuff, and then I'm just gonna put it in tube mode just to make it easier now, because it doesn't even matter. So then you're just gonna take it out of all of that. We're just gonna do a full round with the yarn out of the tube feeder like that. And then just kind of measure the length of this roughly, and then we're gonna cut this string. So we'll cut it about there. You're gonna wanna get a little needle. I have this one here, which the knitting machine actually came with. We're just gonna put the end of the yarn in the needle like this. We're gonna go around and pick up all of these little loops around the whole circle. And then you can just, oh no! I dropped a lot of the hoops. Okay, you have to be really careful here. It's fine though, easy fix. Okay, we're good, I saved it. That was a close call, but we saved it. And there we go, there we have it. So there's the other side of the pants. So now let's crochet these pieces together to make some shorts. Okay, as you can see, I've just crocheted these little bits together, and now we can turn it the right side out. You can kind of get an idea of how it's gonna look. Like, I'm just gonna now attach these parts together, and then you can kind of see the shorts coming into shape here. So just like any other pants that I make, I'm going to connect them by the crotch and just crochet again all along here and along there. I don't know if I've shown the top yet, but this is basically what I've done so far. I just made 2 panels, one for the front and one for the back, and then just crocheted them at the shoulder seams. And now I've just like kind of marked what I still like am figuring out what I want to do as I go, like design wise. Because originally I wanted to fully close one side and then have one side that had like a hole in the side, but now I'm thinking I kind of want to do it like this and make little strings so I could do bows on the side, so it's like bows all up the side. So that's where I'm at now. So I think I'm going to do that. Here's a bit of a better shot of the top maybe from further back. The shorts, I made them too long, like they're too high-waisted, so I'm gonna unravel. I know I hate doing that, it's always so painful, but it's fine. I've got to unravel until I marked where I want it to be, and then I'm going to crochet the waistband from there, so they're going to be even more micro because I want them low-waisted. So this part's going to be super easy. I'm just going to make a little slip knot, and then where I've marked where I want the strings to be, I'm literally just going to chain as many as I want to make a string. Super easy. Like this. I'm just going to keep doing that until it's as long as I want it. Okay, so my design idea for the top has slightly changed. When I say the design process changes so much during the making of the thing, like I never actually end up with the same thing that I originally wanted. This is a great example of that. So I just wasn't really feeling the top, like I wasn't really vibing. It was kind of looking a little messy. So I thought instead I'm gonna do a more kind of fitted shirt that has the distressed little parts coming down the bottom. And so I made the first panel for that. Basically all I did was just make it a little bit less big, so it'll be like tighter fit. And I skipped a few loops as I was casting off, because when you do that it creates these like dropped stitches. So I'm going for this kind of look, and I'm gonna like drop them halfway down, and then wherever I want it to stop I'll put a pin in that so that it won't keep going down, because I don't want it to go all the way, because I want the boob part to be like covered. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that to all of the stitches until I get it how I like it. Okay, so I've just done 2 of the exact same panels, so it's like this, and I dropped the stitches and just marked where I want the stitches to stop dropping, so it's gonna stop there. And now all I have to do is put these right sides together like this and stitch where I want the seams to be. So I'm gonna do these little shoulder seams, so it's gonna fit like that, and I'm just gonna use a crochet hook and some yarn to attach those with single crochets. Once I do that I can just attach the sides, and then I think I'm pretty much done. Oh, and tie little knots around the drop stitches to make sure they don't drop anymore, and then we'll try it on and see how it works. Okay, so this is how I'm attaching the shoulders. I'm literally just getting the excess yarn that was already hanging off and using that to just attach a tiny bit. So just like this with a single crochet. This piece of string is quite short, so it's a little bit difficult, but it will be enough. I literally just want to connect the tiniest corner like that, just so it stays together really. And then as you can see, that's the shoulder seams all attached, and now I'm just going to put the sides together. I'm going to put it on and measure where my armholes will be. Okay, so I'm gonna make the armhole, I feel like that big is good. And then I can just attach the rest of the side like that. I don't like the armhole to be too tight because I get sweaty. So I like to leave a little bit extra room. I'll pin that and then we'll crochet that all together. I've just tried it on with these shorts, and I'm kind of vibing this as like a set, and because this like has to be pushed down for it to kind of look good. So I'm thinking of attaching them to like the bottom of these shorts, and then it becomes kind of like a one piece almost. I'm kind of really into that. This is like completely different from my original design, but I really don't care as long as it looks good and I'm happy with it, that's great. Wherever the design is willing to take me, I am willing to go. But this, I think I'm vibing. Let's attach this part and pin it, see what happens. Oh, you know what could be cool actually? Wait, I think I have an idea. Using like just a chain of crochet strings on the side here and then tying little bows to keep it attached. So there'll be like little stringy bits here. I feel like that could be really cute. Okay, we're gonna try that. Okay, so I've now just made the little ties for the side, and this is how it's looking. I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like it's really cute. I still need to clean up some of the strings and all that, but now basically all I need to do is get rid of these stitch markers. So just tie some little knots in there so they stop growing, so the holes don't get any bigger. But also I started using safety pins as like stitch markers because I ran out of them, and I'm kind of vibing the safety pins look, and that's good because it holds the drop stitch so it doesn't drop any further, and it adds a little, you know, like jewelry kind of vibe. I'm kind of into that, so maybe I'll just do that. And then I just kind of want to make the waistband of these shorts a little bit higher, so just crochet a few more levels up, and then I think maybe that's good. I don't know, I feel like sometimes here is a bit floppy, but like maybe it's fine. I don't know if I have to make this shorter and then reattach it like that. I feel like maybe it's a bit too long, that's why it's gaping a little bit. Yeah, this is the progress update, pretty happy with that. So here I have the completed knitwear set, and this is how I would style it for the festival. So I've got this jacket, which I'm gonna bring for both the outfits because it's just like, you know, can't go wrong with a classic black leather jacket. It keeps me nice and warm and it just goes with everything, so love that. And then I've also got it with my gum boots that I thrifted. I just feel like gum boots are a very practical festival choice, and they can be fun and cute, and you can style them really fun. And yeah, so this would be the look. Here it is without the jacket. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm actually gonna wear this to the festival because I feel like I like how it looks and I feel like it could look really good in photos and stuff like that, but in general I think I'm gonna feel a little too self-conscious in this, I'm not gonna lie. And we don't want that. I don't want to be feeling self-conscious. I want to be enjoying the festival and watching Charlie XCX and partying hard and not thinking about how I look. So realistically, I actually do have another plan for my second outfit, and we'll get to that, don't you worry. But anyway, I'm still loving how this turned out. I'll get the jacket off so you can kind of get the full vision. But yeah, just like a cute little knitwear two-piece but one-piece kind of thing. Little micro shorts, open on the sides. Okay, so as the backup plan for my second outfit, I'm still gonna do like a crochet kind of vibe. I was actually going through my crochet drawer, looking at all my old yarn and stuff, and I found so many unfinished projects, and I'm like, you know what, now's the time to finish one of these projects and actually put it to good use and wear it to this festival. So I found this unfinished project, which is, it's a really, really nice yarn. Like, it's so soft and it feels so nice and floppy. And basically it's literally just quite a simple little top. I don't know if you can see, it's not finished yet obviously, but it's literally just gonna be a regular top, nothing too crazy, but it looks really nice. I've tried it on and it does look really nice, and I just really like, I don't know, it's like good quality. So I'm just finishing that off now, like finishing off this back part. I'm just gonna finish crocheting down to the bottom, and then I'm done, and then I'm sorted. And I think I'm gonna wear this with some like jorts, maybe something like that kind of vibe. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's what I'm working on now, nearly finished, which is great because I mean it was already half done when I found it, so that's even better. I'll come back to you when this is done and show you the finished look for that. Let's fucking go, Barcelona! Hey! Hello, Ryanair. Oh, this will be interesting. First time flying Ryanair. Can't wait to see how this will be. Okay, outfit for day one. So excited to see Troye Sivan today and Lana Del Rey. I really wonder what the set's gonna be like. I can't believe that's happening today. So excited. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you. denim dress, all finito. And then with gumboots, of course. Okay, finished denim dress reveal. Here we have it. Day 2. We're gonna see Mitski, Scissor, and Charlie XCX, and this is the fit for it.
Details.
We've got some silver detailing to replicate the look of jewelry. You know, 2 in 1. We've got some little ties here. So I was originally gonna do like just regular ties, but then I was like, no, I want it to be silver hardware. And then a pocket for my phone, with a button hole so that no one can steal my phone. But it's not plugged in right now. Plugged in.
Plugged in.
Fucking hell. My gumboots that I thrifted.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's so good.
They were like €10.
Oh my god.
I feel like a horse girl,
They're amazing.
which is perfect because I am a horse girl.
She
I
is.
suppose.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. Came up skirt underneath.
Good to have balance.
Girl table. Cheers.